Well, $1 million has long been considered the ultimate goal for having a comfortable retirement. But U.S. News and World Report says times have changed. And Adam Wolf is here to talk all about it. Adam is one of the area's leading certified financial planners. His firm, Wolf Retirement Navigation, helps people plan for retirement. Adam, great to see you, man.
Great to see you, Curtis.
So $1 million, I need to know, is this not going to cut it in today's environment?
So $1 million is, a lot of money to a lot of people, and we hear that a lot of times. It's like you cannot successfully retire unless you have $1 million, and
that's been the benchmark. Yeah,
that's been that benchmark. And a lot of these publications that come out, they say, a lot of times it sort of dampers folks in their ability to save sometimes because they see that number and they're like, holy mackerel, how am I going to
get to that?
But it's all different for many different people. So I don't put a doom and gloom on these things. I look at it from a standpoint of what are your specifics? Are you married? Because that can play into the amount of money you need to save versus being single. What is your Social Security income as well, and how does that add to what you're going to need to live off of?
How much income will you have in retirement, adding to your savings?
Yes, exactly. And then in addition to that, when you're retired, if you have a pension, there are still people out there with pensions. So pension, Social Security, plus a reasonable withdrawal rate or an income coming off of your retirement assets, that is that number that needs to be built into expenses and what drives overall retirement expenses.
So it's not $1 million net worth, right? Or is it $1 million in assets, not counting liabilities? What is the...
Yeah, the thing is here, you do not have to necessarily save $1 million to be successful in retirement is where I'm getting at. I have some folks that are successful with $100,000 because they worked for JEA for all these years and they have a pretty nice pension stream that's coming. Or folks that have $2 million and they need more draws off of that because of their lifestyle and what they need. So some folks might be 500, might be 800. Until we get into the details and what you actually have coming in from an income stream, asset protection, and then also what you keep after taxes, because a lot of people, when they go into retirement, have a lower tax bracket.
So, so I'm getting it. So it's everyone has a different number based off of, like you said, your lifestyle you want to live and how much extra money you have coming in. So how do you help your clients find their number?
Yeah, we help them find their number in many different ways, but what we look at is we take a look at what have you saved, whether it's in your 401k or your 403b or your IRAs or non-IRA accounts. That's one source of future income. Also, looking at if you have a pension or multiple pensions. And in addition to that, Social Security. If you're married, if you are divorced, you may be eligible for Social Security income, and you might not have known about that. And if you've worked as well, and you're married or non-married, having Social Security income in the future. We take all that information, we add it all up, and we say this is the maximum amount of money that would be available to you if we structured this right and we watched it and we managed it. And it might be more than you were expecting. A lot of times it is. And now, does it meet your expenses? That's the other thing. So, and a lot of times I have people come in and they think they have to work another 2 years. But you know what? We can get them retired another 2 years earlier because of the way we've structured all these accounts.
So structuring, some advisors will go stocks and bonds, but it sounds like it's a lot more complicated than that. You need to be a little bit more diversified than that, just two things?
Correct. So as we're about 5 to 7 years away from retirement or in retirement, we need to be fully focused on retirement, and that's all I do with my company. So finding an advisor, first a financial fiduciary, those that legally put your interests ahead of their own, also ones that are focused in retirement. That's a great place to start because we're going to look at what you need to be successful in retirement versus when you're working in your accumulation years. You might need another advisor just to help you grow it. My job is to grow it, but also to protect it.
It sounds like everything else in the financial market. There's a algorithm that everyone's got to have right for them.
That's it. Everybody's a little bit different.
And you'll get it right.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you being here.
Thanks,
Great
Curtis.
Information. I always learn something. If you're curious to know what your retirement number is it $1 million, 2, more, maybe less? If you're 5, 10 years away from retirement, it's time to get a retirement readiness review to see where you stand. Adam is offering to do this free of charge today for qualified viewers who call in the next 15 minutes. Call this number right now, 904-232-8760. Again, that's 904-232-8760. Folks are standing by to answer your call. You must be nearing retirement or already retired to qualify. You can also learn more about how to plan for retirement by visiting wolfretirement.com. Adam has 2 office locations for your convenience, one in Jacksonville and one in Clay County. And you can connect with Adam and the team on Facebook. Just search Wolf Retirement Navigation and be sure to give their page a like while you're there.